Hey everybody, Mr. Regan here, and today we're going to be looking at different questions that we're going to see in the summative that deal with populations, diagrams, and changing environments. These questions are really going to test your understanding of our key concepts, your application of our vocabulary, and most important, your ability to analyze different histograms and diagrams to best select answers that go with what's going on, what we're looking at, and what we're seeing. So in front of you, you're going to see an example of a question that might pop up on the summative that deals with traits within a population, how those traits show up over multiple generations, and then how the environment is going to determine whether or not traits are adaptive or not. The questions will obviously start off breaking down what it is you're seeing in front of you. So, for example, this question deals with frogs. We have three populations of frogs. Population 1 is all blue. Population 2 is blue and yellow. And then population 3 is all yellow. So we have three unique populations with different colorations and striations. And when we look over here, we see that the environment's changed from yellow flowers to blue flowers. Okay. Now, with this change, they're going to talk about and give you a question where you're going to have to analyze what's going on with our population and their environment. So there's going to be a practice question we look at here. We're going to go through the practice question and answers. Then we're going to pause and have you answer the question itself to see if you can get it right. So let's go ahead and look at the question. Looking at our three population, if their environment changed to have only blue flowers, which of the following populations will most likely survive? So we have option A, B, and C. Option A, the populations that are most likely to survive are 1 and 2. Option B, the populations most likely to survive are 2 and 3. And then option C, the population that's most likely to survive is 3 and 1. So thinking about our populations, thinking about adaptive and non-adaptive traits, thinking about our environment change, which option do you believe is will best answer the question, A, B, or C? Take a second, hop into your slideshow, go ahead and put in your answer here to the video question number 1, A, B, or C. Pause the video right now so that you can kind of look at the options, analyze it, and then when you're done, hit the play button and we'll review the answer. See you in a second. All right, hopefully you came up with the answer. Let's go ahead and figure out which one it is. So if our environment changed from yellow to blue, which populations would most likely survive? Well, if we look at our answers here, option 1 and 2 has our blue frogs in it. So these guys are blue, have obviously the adaptive trait. Our yellows no longer have the adaptive trait. But the question is asking about the populations as a whole, which one's most likely to survive? Well, in this case, it's going to be option A. Populations 1 and 2 are most likely to survive because they both have organisms within the populations that have those adaptive traits. Versus 2 and 3, okay, obviously in 2 and 3, 2 is likely to survive because they do have the adaptive traits, but 3 has no adaptive traits. And the same goes with option C when we look at population 1 and 3. So how we go about looking and analyzing these is based on the adaptive traits, the environmental changes, and what traits will show up down the road. If you have questions on how to answer these sort of questions, or if you got yours wrong and we're not quite sure why, let's make sure to check in. Otherwise, good luck with the rest of the questions.